So whilst this is loading in the background, let me say welcome to an extra video here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. We have today the deep dive for F1 25 My Team and Driver Career. I have had the fortunate position to have played some of the My Team 2.0 already, thanks to the guys at Codemasters, and I'm bringing this to you as an extra upload to answer some questions if any of you have them, as we will be answering a couple at the end of the episode from those that are watching this live. And by all means, if there's anything I haven't covered and you would like to know, then leave a comment on the YouTube video and I can let you know. Of course, we anticipate F1 25 coming out on May 27th for the Iconic Edition and May 30th for the regular edition. Don't let me forget to do the cheeky plug. You can pick up the Iconic Edition and the Standard Edition on PC on the EA app with a significant discount if you use my promo code Chesnoid over on the EA app. That's the PC version only, I'm afraid, at the moment. No console discount codes at present. But certainly, if you're wanting to play on PC, go and get yourself a 10 or 15% discount, depending on the version of the game that you're playing. If you're looking forward to F1 25 My Team content, then drop this video a like and make sure you're subscribed to this ChesnoidPlays channel so you don't miss out on it. We'll have more content coming to you over the course of the next few weeks, and My Team will start May 27th here on the channel, if not before then, if we get the luck with an embargo. So Breaking Point 3 is coming as well. Whether that will make YouTube or not depends on whether you guys would like to see it on YouTube. If you would, then let me know in the comment section and we can do so. Right. My Team 2.0 looks like this.
Today, we're talking about some of the core features and major changes that you can expect to see for My Team and Driver Career.
Hi, James.
Let's get stuck in.
Team management.
If you've played My Team in one of our previous F1 games, you'll be familiar
I'm excited
with
to see what you guys think of this.
of driver owner. A single character that not only runs the day-to-day activities behind the scenes, but also jumps into the cockpit for the on-track action.
Nice livery.
For F1 25, however, we're shaking things up, as My Team 2.0 sees you take on a more authentic, management-focused role in that of a team
drive
owner.
as yourself
As well
in
as
My
handling
Team
the critical
anymore.
facilities that make an F1 team tick, engineering, personnel, and corporate, you'll be responsible for recruiting and managing a pair of drivers to represent your team, with the choice as to which driver you'd like to take to the track throughout each race weekend.
Papaya rules, perhaps.
The engineering
R&D
facility
is
separates
separate.
research and development for the first time. When developing a part you've researched, you can decide where to focus the team's efforts. Will you look
So
to develop
separate
parts for both
research
drivers
and development,
simultaneously,
not
which will
all in
take
one go.
longer but ultimately cost less? Or do you opt for a single part for your in-form driver, having it ready for an upcoming Grand Prix?
So you can put new parts
Favouring
on one
driver
car at a
over
time
another
if you
can
want.
affect a driver's perception of the team, which could lead to less favourable contract terms if you look to re-sign that driver for the following season. So be warned, every decision matters.
Don't piss your drivers off if you want them to re-sign.
The
basically.
personnel facility introduces a driver contract system with unique outcomes that allow you to negotiate with multiple drivers on the approach to the contract window. Take some time to meet drivers face to face, discuss terms, and
Talk to
figure out
other
the
drivers
best lineup for
behind
your future team.
your other
But
drivers'
be careful,
success.
you don't want the news of your conversations to be leaked to other drivers. Outside of drivers, your workforce comprises the additional staff under your command.
So you hire an
Naturally,
entire
the more
workforce
you have, the
and
greater
you have
the
to manage
cost,
the finances
with the upside
accordingly.
of faster development of parts, reduced build facility improvement times, and more. Be sure to keep an eye on your finances and not to break the cost cap.
Don't break
This
the cost
is where
cap.
the corporate facility
don't
comes
do it.
into play. Spreading your finances effectively across the season is crucial to staying in the black.
This
So
is like a
review your
realistic
spending
RTG,
often.
but F1 style.
Corporate is also where you'll be able to customize your livery using the new decal editor. More on that update soon.
Find out more about the decal editor later in the month.
My Team in F1 25 brings you closer to the real-life sport than ever before. With the choice of taking control of either driver, each race weekend offers unique opportunities.
You guys will get the choice to
Is one of your
decide
drivers in a position
in the comment
to win the
section and
Drivers'
live on
Championship?
stream
Or might your
which
pursuit
driver
of
I
the
race as
Constructors'
for each
Championship
given round
be
of our
better
championship.
served by taking control of your second driver? With near limitless possibilities, those critical tactical decisions will shape your team's legacy. The new Team HQ will allow
Looks
you to
sick,
explore
is
an
what it is.
entirely
New
new
Team
facility
HQ
improvement
looks sick.
system with a wealth of strategies for you to pursue. You have the choice of how you want to expand your facilities and grow your team. Do you want to fill gaps in your team's expertise, or double down on your strengths and dominate the competition? Upgrades and contract negotiations with drivers earn you XP as a team owner, which can be used to unlock further training points to tailor your personal management style.
It's nice, I like.
Introduced in last year's driver career, Accolades make a return in F125 and are now included as part of My Team.
Build a
Earning
fan
accolades
rating.
will increase your fan rating, which can be boosted further if you come out on
Intra-team
top in any
rivalries.
rivalries that develop between your team
So rather
and
than
your
just having a
closest
rivalry with a
competitors.
driver, you could have a
As your
rivalry
fan
with
rating
Red Bull or
progresses,
Ferrari
you'll
or
gain
Haas.
ongoing perks to make your team more effective, unlock the possibility of signing new lucrative title sponsors, and may find it easier to sign more prestigious drivers.
Hello, David Coulthard. Speaking of iconic drivers, there's a twist.
Both My Team and driver career benefit from significant changes to the driver icon system in F125. For the very first time, both career modes will allow AI teams the option to recruit driver icons. That's right, you could end up going
Yup.
wheel to wheel with Michael Schumacher in a modern Ferrari, or Ayrton Senna in this year's McLaren,
Or Coulthard
all whilst
in a
racing
Williams.
as a driver icon yourself. Driver career in F125 also allows you to add an 11th team to the grid, adding each of its drivers to the roster of driver icons. Either Breaking Point's Connor Sport or, exclusive to the iconic edition of F125,
Apex GP.
the Apex GP team. From F1
If you drive
The
it, if you
Movie
select
in
Connor
cinemas
Sport
this June.
or Apex GP,
Plus,
you
for
then
My Team,
race
you
as
can
them
choose to take
instead
control
of
one
your
these
own
two
custom
teams
team.
in your pursuit of the constructor's title, the same way you would your own custom team.
So you either race as your own custom team
Building on
or
our
Connor
existing
Sport
model,
or Apex
career
GP.
mode in F125 is the most authentic iteration to date, and the definitive Formula One experience for new and old players to immerse themselves in.
Like we said, revolution, not evolution. It's like a hybrid of Formula One Manager and the previous My Team system, but that is a significant change in the way that pretty much everything works for F125 My Team. So if you have any questions on YouTube that I don't cover in the next edited segment, then please do leave them in the comment section down below. There is a lot to take on board there, so by all means, go and watch the trailer for yourself. I'll link it in the description down below, or watch the deep dive yourself a couple of times and try and take on board everything that you see and hear. I know there's a lot of information in the screenshots as well. So, significantly different to My Team as we've known it since F1 2019. It really is revolution, not evolution. And obviously, we will see more about other aspects of the game throughout the course of the rest of the month with regards visual stuff, track updates, handling, etc., online. But for now, that is what Creator Series Deep Dive, Creator Series lol, F1 My Team 2.0 Deep Dive looks like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I say, if you have any questions, then ask them. But some of them might get answered by those that are currently watching live as we switch tabs, because now with the live chat scrolling on the other side of the screen that you can see as well, I'll leave this rolling in the background but on mute. We will try and answer some questions that you guys might have from what you've seen and or heard from me or James. Yes, you do drive the cars. You create a manager character. Apologies for the noise in the background. You create a you create a managerial character, and that managerial character controls everything behind the scenes. But on a race day, you pick which of your two drivers you would like to race as. So you will hire two separate drivers rather than you being a driver only yourself. So you get to pick two separate drivers to sign. And then obviously with the contract aspects, you can speak to two further drivers behind their backs if you wish, if you're not happy with your current drivers when the contract window opens. But obviously if they find out that you're speaking to other drivers, then they're not going to be happy. And if you end up not able to negotiate a contract with someone else, then your current driver might also decide he doesn't want to sign for you because he thinks he's not valued by the team. You can't switch driver during a race weekend. No, Data. You commit to a single driver for that event. So you can't qualify as one driver and race as another. If you go to a race weekend, you are committed to all practice, qualifying, sprint or full Grand Prix sessions as that driver for that full race weekend. You can sign icons from the start if you wish. Obviously, finances will dictate what you can and can't do. The AI will also be able to sign icons. You can toggle how regularly or how likely they are to sign icons or not. You can also toggle how likely or unlikely driver transfers are going to be. You can increase driver transfers for more chaos. You can turn driver transfers down to reduced if you wish to have a more realistic season year on year with minimal driver changes, or you can leave it as it previously has been coded in previous games. But you can sign icons from the start, you can have AI teams sign icons throughout, and you can dictate the regularity and frequency of driver transfers within other teams as well. You can't move teams in My Team. No, you are the managerial character of one team, that being either your custom team, Connor Sport, or Apex GP. F2 rookies are still going to be there available in My Team. There might well be the occasional F3 driver available as well. There's a couple of fantasy options like Jana Watmir, as you saw in the trailer. With regards to driver career, Jordan, everything that you see that isn't necessarily My Team specific, so icons, signing for AI teams, etc., the regularity of driver transfers, etc., that will be in driver career as well. But obviously all of the management stuff will be My Team specific. R&D points are still a thing, Nick. You use your R&D points to research a part, but then you have to use your money to develop that part and create it to then be able to put it on the car. So rather than research points be used as is the current case, where you just click spend your resource points and then over a period of time that part is now ready, this year you spend your resource points to research that part, then you have to use your finances over a separate time period to build that part, either one piece to go on one car and you have to pick a driver to prioritize, or over a longer period of time you put two pieces into development, which will obviously cost you a bit more, but you get the parts slightly quicker and both drivers can have them. I don't know what happens if the cost gap is breached. One imagines there is a sporting penalty, although perhaps the game just doesn't let you breach the cost cap. I don't know. We haven't had that much of a hands-on. The cost cap is set by the FIA, Mike, so there is no option to move the cost cap. The cost cap is set by the FIA, not by the individual team owners. F3 is not in the game, Delito, no. Just some F3 drivers for My Team. When's it released? The game comes out with the Iconic Edition, which is the pre-order early access edition, on the 27th of May, which is a Tuesday, I believe. That's on all platforms that the game is coming out on. For those that weren't aware, the game is not out on old gen consoles. No Xbox One version, no PlayStation 4 version. The game is solely PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Speaking of PC, I know I put it at the beginning, but it seems a good point to mention it again. If you are wanting to pick the game up on PC, then get it at a discount. Get 10% off the standard edition or 15%, 15% off the Iconic Edition on PC with the EA app and my promo code Chesnoid, and you'll be able to get yourself some money off. If you want to race as Apex GP, you can only do that with the Iconic Edition. In-game driving, I'm not going to cover here. This is solely about the My Team mode itself. There will be later deep dives for gameplay and for other like visual updates, etc. The game does look visually better on new gen. Yes, data is it's new gen specific. There are various different things that they've added that I can't go into detail with at the minute, but they have changed a number of visual aspects. And obviously, we expect, as was the case last year, and they committed to last year, more LiDAR tracks that are millimeter perfect in their replication in game. But what those tracks are and how many of them there are, I can't confirm at the moment. I don't believe when it comes to staff, Darren, you are selecting real life people. It's, I believe, judging by the footage that we've seen, just on a slider as to how many people you have in any given department. You're not hiring individuals per se, per name, just NPCs in the background. You'll see stuff gameplay-wise and visual addition-wise later in the month of April. I don't know yet when those deep dives will be. We'll find out when they schedule the next upload, or of course, put something on social media. There is going to be a deep dive article alongside this video as well. So, by all means, do go and read the blog. I won't scroll through it with you here, but I will put a link in the description, and I'll link it for you in live chat at the minute now as well, if you would like to go and read the full blog that shows you some more in-depth screens and stuff that you saw in the video, and obviously goes into a bit more detail too. Then by all means, go for it. Darren says, I'm not a massive fan with icons being able to move teams. I'm a fan of realism more than fantasy. And actually, we're just here at the trailer in the background with that section. So let me just bring that forefront of the screen again. And you'll be able to see that from this screen just here. You can toggle whether you want icons to be recruited by AI teams or not. And then, if so, which of those icons or fantasy drivers you would like in your save or not. So say you want the real life icons, but you don't want the Connor Sport drivers or the Apex GP drivers, you can toggle those guys off. Say you only want a handful of the icons and not everybody, then you can toggle as many as you so wish. Or you can turn them off entirely and just have a purely real life current driver roster for the entire team. So there we have all of the details that I've been able to share thus far, both from the trailer, from my own knowledge, and from questions in chat. If there's anything that hasn't been covered in this video, then please do leave a comment in the comment section down below, or by all means come across and join me on stream at any point and I can answer it for you live in the moment too. And hopefully you guys are very much excited about what is definitely revolution, not evolution, of My Team. It's a effectively completely new mode, really, with the way that you're going to be researching and developing separately. You're going to be managing just yourself and then driving as either of your two real-life drivers, be they icons or regular or F2 or maybe even a smattering of F3. But I'm very much looking forward to bringing back to life Chesnoid racing as you once knew it, and hopefully we will very much enjoy F125 when it arrives. If you'd like something similar for the further deep dives when they arrive, be they the gameplay stuff or the authenticity and customization stuff, then let me know in the comment section as well. We can do this sort of thing again when those deep dives come out. Don't yet know when they would be, but probably a safe bet to imagine at this point of the month they'll probably be weekly, I would have thought, but I haven't had anything confirmed, I'm afraid. But it won't be too long, I wouldn't imagine, before we have another deep dive, etc. for the rest. But that's all for this episode, or this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Keep your eyes peeled for more F124 end of season. We've got 2 races to bring to you very soon. I'm in the process of actually driving the Qatari Grand Prix right now. But by all means, do come and join me on stream. Let me know your feedback in the comment section down below, and I will see you very soon, somewhere, later.